Hello everyone, I am Devarati, currently a third year medical student at IPGMER SKM Hospital, Kolkata, who has finished her third year finals recently. And this video is gonna be one of the last ones from my second year exam series, most probably. So bear with me. There was only 4 days left before the final practical exams of my second prof. So the plan is to revise the theory parts from question paper and practical copy by tonight for micro, and then study patho for the next 2 days, as my exams are gonna be in the pattern patho, then pharma, then micro. I wanted to study for 1 week. After the 1 week gap after theory exams, they gave 2 weeks gap between theory and practicals, but I could not catch up the motion because once I get the inertia, I can't just get back to studying seriously. But I have only like 3 to 4 days left now at hand. Cheers to the procrastination and inertia. So I gotta go for the night. How do you study for practicals? I feel like it's so vague. The ospe part is still somewhat doable with the PDFs provided, which takes up a lot of scores too. But for viva, I don't really know. Question papers, they say we should do, and I'm planning to do the theory part aage theke, so that cramming things like ospe stuff can be done on the day before exams. But I still feel like I'm lacking. I'm not doing enough work. I feel so confused during preparation of practicals. For the viva part of our practicals, patho is 40, micro is 30, and pharma is 20 on marks basis. So I can tell myself to calm down by not trying to panic over the fact that I have literally studied only autocoids from GRT sir's notes for pharma up until now, and it was 12:30 AM of 11th April. I really need to take my own advice. যে এক্সামের মাঝে গ্যাপ থাকলে প্লিজ ডোন্ট স্টপ স্টাডিং একেবারেই, মাঝে মাঝে রিভাইজ কর। বাট দের ইজ অলসো দিস থিং দ্যাট কারোর অনেক পড়েও ভাইবা ভালো যায় না, আবার কারোর অল্প পড়েও ভালো যায়, বিকজ দে নো উইচ পার্ট থেকে বেশি কোয়েশ্চেন্স আসতে পারে। অলসো ইট ডিপেন্ডস অন লাক মেনি আ টাইমস। আর স্যারদের সাথে কমিউনিকেট করাটাও একটা ইম্পর্টেন্ট পার্ট, আই থিঙ্ক। On that note, second year subjects are very volatile, but there is relation between the 3 subjects, so that is pretty cool. আমি এখানে কিছু নোটস টিক করছি from my memo pad in case it helps some of you. প্র্যাকটিক্যাল এক্সামে কী টাইপের কোয়েশ্চেন করতে পারে বলে আমার মনে হচ্ছিল, অ্যান্ড সেটার অ্যান্সার কী হবে সেগুলো লেখা আছে এতে। লেট মি নো ইফ আই ক্যান বেটার ইট সামহাউ। On 13th of April, I had my patho practical, and after being done with it, I realized that I did one of the spottings wrong in ospe part, even after knowing the right answer, probably due to nervousness. And I also had another answer which I wrote as the teacher taught us, but after the exam was over, they said that it is a wrong answer, so I had my 2 marks deducted. Viva was mediocre or less. I felt so confused. I guess I was kinda overconfident from the days before and didn't study the parts of practicals more. I focused too much on theory. Also, আমি ট্যাব নিয়ে গেছিলাম, বাট ওখানে গিয়ে আর দেখতে পারিনি, কিছু রিভাইজ করতে পারিনি, so it wasn't that good, but I should be able to pass, I hope. Next in line is pharmacology, and as you can see, we have 11 stations including rest station for the ospe, which means it carries around 50 to 60 marks out of 100. So it is very important to know the ospe well, but don't worry too much about it, or else you'll end up like me, who even after attending almost all the practical classes messes up in the final exam. This is how the ADR forms look like, by the way. ADR, or adverse drug reaction forms. Now that I'm almost in final year, I realized one thing about practicals is that we need to focus more on the ospe part right before the exam night. In other words, for viva, there isn't much we can do in the last days. সারা বছর যেটা পড়েছি ওটুকুই মনে থাকে ইন দি এন্ড, বাট স্টিল লাস্ট ডেতে রিভাইজ না করলে কনফিডেন্স আসে না, দ্যাট উই অল নো। তাই থিওরিটাও রিভাইজ করতে হয়। রিভাইজ অ্যাজ মাচ এজ ইউ ক্যান, বাট ডোন্ট ওয়ারি টু মাচ অ্যাবাউট নট রিভাইজিং অল দ্য টপিক্স। এটা আমি বলছি, বাট আমি নিজেও টেনশন না করে পারি না। বাট ইটস বেটার টু ওয়ারি অ্যান্ড স্টাডি প্রপারলি দেন রিগ্রেট লেটার, রাইট? For the first time probably in MBBS. Other than that, one time I thought physio went well. Both viva tables I got praised ekto. Even Shuporna ma'am said I was answering well, and the external too, while most others said it went bad for them. Well, I did study somewhat, although ospe went bad, but I don't know if it is my fault or not, but they did not separate the vials and they had not shown this before. I had done the classes, but they never showed the vials before. They only showed us how to do the non-IV drugs in bottles. But the ma'am said that I didn't do classes, and I was so hurt by that because I did attend so many classes. So I guess it depends on luck a lot. Also last day revision does matter because jana jinisho bhule jete pare oneke, but again try not to worry too much about it because panic korle jana jinisho bhul hote pare, abar revise na korleo jana jinisho bhul hote pare. So I don't know. Even I didn't know je Suparna ma'am er kache viva bhalo hote pare, but okhane bhalo holo. And then the other paper was also good from the external. So it was a good day, I guess. Next is micro, and I don't know why, but the more the exams come closer, my mind becomes polluted with more the thought. For example, if you talk about your feelings, then you become an emotional manipulator, unless what you talk about benefits or praises the other person. Or some life lessons like treat people individually and judge them by your own senses, not as a group or not by how someone else thinks of them. And here is the marks distribution for microbiology practicals. After the exam was over and I came back to hostel, my migraine came back. We have to stay from 9 or 10 a.m. to 4 to 5 p.m. for practicals without food, so it gets tiring. But after every prof is over, there is this feeling of emptiness. What am I supposed to do now? Well, at least I will be going back home and get to have Mayar hate ranna after so long. Also, I had to clean my table and stuff because it was already very unsightly and unbearable, and also pack for home. All in all, I can say that second year has been very memorable for me as I got to do so many things. Performed for convocation with my batchmates and seniors, played the guitar and sang in front of so many people, was part of the freshers organization committee, the cultural part namely. I got to participate again in flash mob where I danced and I acted, even though I know nothing about acting, but yeah, in front of Victoria, in front of so many people. Participated in the anime quiz with my batchmates even though I was so anxious and nervous. Had fun at fest, dyed my hair by myself and sat for exams with dyed hair. Went to Saraswati Puja shopping, attended the whole thing, and even went to watch the Bisharjan. Built some ties and cut some. Pet cats, and of course resumed my YouTube journey. Filmed myself, felt more. So I guess I'm very grateful for this year. And also thank you people for watching my videos until the end. That will be it for today, I guess. See you in the next one. Bye.